the significance of George Floyd. What has his death revealed, concealed, and highlighted? Coming to you from Los Angeles, California. I'm gonna lose my. Obviously, I will lose my focus on this talk here because there's just so many things going on. First, I'm surprised at the death of. Actually, you know what? Not surprised. It's amazing that the death of George Floyd has cured the coronavirus in America and certain other parts of the world where they're protesting his death. Uh, I started thinking, pondering a lot when I saw a black kid from, I think, Ireland talking about Black Lives Matter in this straight out fucking Irish accent. Something more Irish than the leprechaun from the Lucky Charms, from the Lucky Charms cereal. I remember even a story about a Brazilian, a black dude getting angry when someone called him black. He says, "Don't call me black. I ain't one of those pieces of shit. I'm Brazilian." Again, that's a straight out dark skinned Brazilian saying that. And even today, all that came to mind as I'm going to the grocery store. And I see some cops in there. No, see cops on the outside, um, securing the shopping area. And as I'm buying groceries from the cops, these cops usually when I go in that area, they just roll their eyes at me. Um, like, what are you looking at, punk? Walk your dog. Are you gonna shoplift something today? And there's nothing wrong with that because I know where I live, um, and generally speaking, and not just in the city of Los Angeles, but the county of Los Angeles. Um, shit happens, man. You could get discovered, you get shot, you could win the lottery, or you could get raped. Anywhere in this fucking county. So when these cops have that attitude, no, I'm not offended. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And the cops that I know, the patrolmen that I know, the Navy SEALs and Marines that I know, they know how I am and get along on a first name basis. But yeah, I didn't like when this motherfucker I don't fucking know. Hey, good morning. How you doing? I don't know you. I don't want to know you. We're not fucking homies. What? Want me to come over and fuck your sister? You want to come over and fuck my sister? What? You want to go walk our dogs together and hold hands, sing kumbaya, all of us? It was an Asian guy. Like, you get your okay, call an Asian friend, and you're what? Are you Korean? All right, get a Japanese chick, get a Chinese chick. And I'll get a Mexican, a Salvadorian, a Honduran. We're gonna have fun, man. We could go fishing. We can go. Just a thought on that. Where I can't think of anywhere in Los Angeles where I would fish, would want to fish. You know, when it rains here, the news they put when the news posts a reminder: do not go to I think specifically Santa Monica Beach and Venice Beach because of the sewage that goes out there that comes back in. So yeah, I saw that, and then as I'm walking with my groceries with my dog, um, I other dude, this other cop, as I'm walking, says, "Oh man, nice dog. What kind is it?" And I think, but in a real tone of, "Hey guy, what kind of dog is that?" And again, these motherfuckers usually look at me like, "Oh my goodness, does he have a gun? Is he going for a gun? Where's his hands? Is he shoplifting? Is he pickpocketing someone?" And again, I'm not offended by it. I'm not. But don't give me this fucking shit of, oh my goodness, are you okay? Do you wanna hold hands? Do you wanna be BFFs? Um, remember there's one fucking fat bitch, one fat cop. She's like, oh look, let me hook you up with this cop sticker here. You could have it. And I think, the fuck do I want this fucking stupid sticker? And I used it to pick up some dog hair. So actually, I'm thankful for that. I should have gotten more actually. uh, One of the videos that did shock me. I don't know where it's at, but what city it's at. I believe it's America. American accents. White. I'm guessing they were Christians praying and asking the blacks on the stage because they were in the crowd on their knees, praying for forgiveness for what their ancestors have done to the black people. And I thought, what the fuck? What the fuck? What's your fucking problem? Because that video, all that would do is say, "Yep, I told you." Those big motherfuckers like that piece of shit Sean King, aka Talcum X, who's not even fucking black. Say, "I told you, these white people, they know what they did." So it reveals, I want to say, a lot of the cuckery. Um, the victim blaming, victimization, victim thinking, victim blaming. We're reinforcing weak beliefs. You know, the tradition, I think, what's being passed on from past stupid generations who did go through racism. You know, fucking, you know, I think it's racist when it says blacks only or whites only drinking fountain. This blacks drinking fountain. Black entrance, white entrance. Blacks on the back of the bus, whites in the front. Okay, that's obvious. Is it segregation? You know, but that's straight out fucking. There is an obvious class difference. And now with you being a brownie, black, Hispanic, Native American, transgender, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, you know, that'll increase your GPA, your SAT points, your recommendation letter to get certain colleges. Affirmative action. Now that's reverse racism. And, you know, and I think that's wrong. Just like it's wrong when that fucking bitch, Aunt Becky, hopefully she goes to prison for a long time. But when she gave that donation, according to her, to get her daughters into USC, um, you know, again, that's taken away from, you know, a smart motherfucker getting in there, man. Someone who you know, probably could have cured Corona. Probably could have, you know, been a more effective citizen or resident of the world, whatever shit you want to use. And I'm thinking of the place that got looted, Santa Monica. Part two. Today's round two of West Hollywood, Hollywood. Where else got? I think Pasadena got fucked up a little bit. Pasadena, Huntington Beach boarded up. They were actually a community, mostly white. I'd been there. Um, let's see, where else were they? They didn't go to Glendale. I would have thought they would have gone to Glendale, the Glendale Gallery, because that's the mall. As far as I know, that's the mall that I hear about a lot. You know, you're going to the Galleria. Um, they got downtown Los Angeles, and then I was really surprised on that they got Fairfax and Melrose. A ton of celebrities hang out there, a ton, and I would have thought that, you know, but it does reveal, who your friends are now, man. Got your back now. Support your business, and some people were just watching literally the businesses burn. They were seeing it burn and actually being finding out that the business were being burned by the television, by the news report. And there's one restaurant in downtown that the neighbor was getting text, calls, and emails that his shit was being looted by the neighbors and in the building. Somebody else, amazing, I think she was Vietnamese, a woman, sexy, in front of one of the looters who was a resident in her building. The fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. She wanted to, what did you say? That you wanted to shoot them all? Kill them all? So who's helping you out? Who's just being sitting on the fence? And to me, I gotta maintain my bearing. I remember when my dog alerted me to a burglar. Saw him with his knife break into a property, to an apartment building. I didn't make my presence known. I was in the shadows, in the darkness. Grabbed my gun. Breaks into the apartment. That apartment, I know the dude. That there's a dude and his girlfriend. Cool motherfucker. It's a Jewish kid. Cool kid. Cool. Him and his girlfriend have always been, always gave salutations. Just good morning, good afternoon, what's up, man? Kind people. And I'm thinking, man, this motherfucker probably is drunk or high or done fucking and he's probably asleep on his couch right there. And I see this dude with his knife in his hand. And but then I got my gun and it's aiming at this motherfucker's fucking throat. And then I can't do shit. I can't pull the trigger because there's no crime. Right now, what he's doing is trespassing. And another time where was at a friend's shop and this piece of shit. The first burglar was a black guy. This second one is a fucking dirty beaner. Got mad with the owner. No, man, I want this. I want a refund. I want a price or whatever the fuck. Some shit. Pulls out a knife And again, in Los Angeles, it's about breaking the threshold. You can't use deadly force until they've broken the threshold, gone into your home, obvious threat, or they've gone into the back area of your business as a credible threat. The dude pulled out a knife and he hasn't jumped the counter. So I think technically speaking, I'm thinking he's still in the front lobby, the front area, the walking area, safe. So I can't. I pull my gun out, aim it at him, finger on the trigger. A few pounds of pressure on that trigger, and he's dead. But as he puts one leg over the counter, he sees me. And he says, "Hey, is that a real gun?" And I say, "Jump over and find out." And he leaves the store. There've been other times where I pulled on my gun because, again, to preserve business, property, someone else's life, and even my life. And now with all this rioting and looting, I think, hey, dude, I would have thought more business owners would have a gun, at least a shotgun. I think Los Angeles law is, I don't know what the fuck's changed because I know there've been more laws to keep guns away from criminals. But when the pandemic hit, people flocked to it's the lockdown. They flocked uh, to the gun stores. I'm gonna buy a gun. I'm gonna buy one of this super automatic submachine gun rocket launchers. And no, man. Here in California, there's a 10-round magazine maximum. Nothing, no more than 10 rounds can go in your gun. And there's also a 10-day cooling period. So once you do it, once you buy a gun, you have to wait 10 days for your background and your clearance to come back, and then you're able to pick up your gun. And I think now you're supposed to you're supposed to go through a firearms course for your gun purchase, a gun class. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? But yeah, man. There's some business that held their own. They've already calculated. The cops can't be everywhere at once. And then I thought, also thought about that other piece of shit that got smoked. The jogger, that black dude that was just jogging. The guy that was going into people's properties. Fit a description of some burglaries and other suspicious calls. Who's caught on surveillance going through someone's property, staking it out. And he went out jogging, and look at the guys that no doubt that of course, survival of the fittest, survival instinct, and someone puts a gun at you, you're gonna fight them and all that. But this guy wasn't out there fucking planting daisies in people's neighborhoods. No, in my opinion, he was just looking for a crime, for a victim, or a place to victimize. And I think an actual community will say, "Fuck this shit, man." Um, I lock my doors, double lock my doors, deadbolt my doors, set the alarm, put the guard dogs up, close the gate, lock the gate, um, fucking do all that stuff so that I could go to sleep. Because I know where I live. I know what's possible. And that's why I also keep doing this. Because I know what's possible. You know, there are consequences and rewards for, there's nothing more dangerous than being alive. And but yeah, it's a trip, man, because people aren't sticking up for themselves. They aren't sticking up for their businesses. Um, I think a lot of people are saying, "Hey, don't loot that store, man." I remember this one motherfucker got this one dude. He threw a ball onto the street, hit a parked car, and the ball hit the floor first, and hit the car, so it lost a lot of momentum. As far as I could tell, the car didn't get damaged. But the punk who walks out of the car, what the fuck, man? I think, you need to be careful with that shit, man, as to who you're talking to like that. Um, there have been people who gotten crazy like that, and let's just say that some of them are no longer here, and some of them have, they learned the hard way. Um, consider your actions, man. You don't know what reaction is out there. And I believe that a lot of places where got looted, these were soft targets. There weren't a whole lot of gangs in that area. And I think a lot of these people who just and I think that area is filled with socialists, communists, liberals that they say Black Lives Matter. They say, but I don't see them investing in the hood. Yeah, you know what? They may own properties in the hood. They'll do the minimum upkeep. They're not gonna do another paint job. They're not gonna put neon lights. They're not gonna put lights out there to make it safer to walk at night. Um, they're not gonna replace old sinks, dirty shitters, improve this or improve that unless it's a actual health violation. And it's okay. They could do that because it's their property. I'm seeing a video from someone from the LA riots. It just came up. Black dude saying something like, what are you guys doing? I'm black and you're destroying my business. And you're only hurting us. I'm thinking about the retired black police officer who got shot to death for trying to stop some people from stealing TVs from a pawn shop in, is it Detroit or Minneapolis? I'm not sure. Forgot. And another dude that killed someone trying to loot his pawn shop, he was arrested for murder. And he spent a couple of days in jail, but now he's cleared. The prosecutor dropped the charges of murder. But I know I'd be shooting a fucking solid fucking mahogany fucking brick if I got charged with murder for self-defense. I'd be like, what the fuck, man? I'm supposed to get robbed, raped, pillaged, because if not, that's racialist. Cops in New York being run over. Was it Oakland where another cop, federal agent, was just someone pulled up on him. A white van pulled up on him, and someone shot, murdered him. I think New York also. A woman was the crowd tried to take her into the crowd to kick her ass. Even killed the bitch, I would think. Stomp her fucking skull in. And luckily, two men, two cops, came to her aid. And right there, that just shows, feminism equals cancer. And, but I think all these years of trying not to hurt people's feelings, that's what's brought us here. Oh man, you see, man, that guy, he was just out there power walking. Well, who's supposed to know that? He came here late at night and tried to, just a weirdo and maybe just there eating an ice cream. Remember, there's still a cold case. I don't think they ever caught the motherfucker. 3 girls dead. I think it was New Mexico. I think it was Las Cruces. Dude came in there. I think it was a white male. I think he had ice cream. And wait for the place to close. And he murdered all 3 of them, set it on fire. Cold case. And you're a dumb fuck if you think I'm making this about race, genders. People are people. Well, when I see people say, Black Lives Matter, stop the racism, or even if you say, oh, you know what, you can just get a job and become president of a company. You just go to college, go to school, and become a millionaire, zillionaire, CEO, CFO. Open up, release your IPO on the NASDAQ. That'd be like me saying to a North Korean kid, hey man, you could start your own lemonade stand and be all you can be and travel the world. No. Some cards are available. We all have different decks. We're all handed different cards in the deck of life. And I think the thing is to realize, don't fake it till you make it. Um, Keep going forward. Don't fold, even if you're a bad hand. Um, and don't lie all the way in. Like, that's not bluffing all the way to the top. But don't bluff yourself that it's over, man. Things could have been much worse in this writing that's here. Much, much worse. And they're not over yet. The project's not over yet, but I'll speak of them how things could have been worse. We're not out the woods yet. And again, it's day 2 of the marching, protesting here in Hollywood, West Hollywood. And yes, I did think, man, it would be a beautiful thing if they ran to the Jimmy Kimmel El Capitan Theater and burned that shit down. For him being a fucking race baiting motherfucker. Piece of shit, out of touch. I do hang out with, I like black people. See, all my friends are all black, famous, wealthy, and connected. I don't have time to put some ghetto niggas on my show. But, I'm busy, But you know what? Black Lives Matter. So I think it's revealed our hypocrisy, our naivete, and I think it's even revealed how we want to extend our political correctness. Yeah, a fucking cop murdered that motherfucker, and I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing here that he probably had some sort of vendetta, vengeance against this dude when they used to work together at security at a club. Maybe he was well liked. Maybe he got all the bitches. And maybe never forgot that. Just a hater. I mentioned that before. There are all sorts of people out there. James revealed we're out of touch. And I think a lot of these fucking dumb fucks in those areas that were affected that say I've got the feeling I've even been told in other words where that's not my problem. That's not my circus. I'm doing my own thing. Let me do me. And I said, no, man, you don't get it, man. Their kids right now starving in Syria. Um, and you know, no, I'm not flying to Syria. I'm not giving up my money or having any sort of impact on that. And but I can't say, yeah, whatever, man. Who gives a fuck? That's not my problem. I'm doing me. Oh man. Every time I put gas in my car, I think, fuck, man, the gas in my car while I'm eating a burger. I think, you know what, this gas, it's every dollar here, it helps support war, death, hunger, power, corruption. And I think that's why a walk through nature is so much more pleasant, man. When I eat a burger, I think, or a chicken sandwich, I think, man, this animal gave up their life so I could have lunch, dinner, or a snack. Such is life, man. And no, I'm not gonna stop eating steak or burger or putting gas in my car. I'm not gonna do that. What is taking over? What does the Uber run on? Remember all the cool kids being there, writing their screenplays, trying to talk about the last commercial they made, um, spending their paycheck on on a new belt. to look cool at that Starbucks at on Melrose, and looking at me like, even though I'm doing business in the area, oh, look at this stuff, it's so ugly, so tacky. What is he? Is he homeless? What's wrong with that kid? That's it for now, motherfuckers. Get after it. Go forward. No excuses. Trump 2020. There are no easy days, just days where potential was not fulfilled.